You know, there's one thing that I feel like people worry about too much. And it's funny that I say worry because that's really what anxiety is. It's just worry. When people are worrying, it just seems like all they're thinking about is the future. I don't think enough people understand that when you're worrying about the future, the only thing that you're really worried about is things that are out of your control. A lot of people, when they start trying to take a hold of everything and control everything, and they want everything to go their way, they start getting anxious. And I think what a lot of people and a lot more people need to understand is that things naturally happen. You can't control everything inside of this world that happens. And I know it's easy for people to know that. Like, I know there's a lot of people that understand this concept. But at the same time, it just seems like there's not enough people that are implementing it inside of their lives and actually like consciously thinking and knowing, like, why am I worrying about this? Like, this is the thing I don't understand is, why are you putting so much strength into something that you can't control? Just today, I'm trying to find a car. I don't have a car, right? Well, I used to have a car, it broke down. That's a whole story in itself. But anyways, I'm trying to find a car, right? And today is the 4th of July. It completely slipped my mind. So I went to go out to go look for a car with my mom. I'm sitting here trying to, you know, figure this out and figure that out and be like, okay, well, I need to go get this loan and I need to, and well, damn, this place is closed and I need to, well, we need to go down to this place and there's 3 other places that I want to see and damn, the fucking place that I want to take the car to the mechanic place is closed and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, man. And the funny thing about it is I was just like, you know what? As soon as we figured out that the mechanic place was closed, that was pretty much a deal breaker in itself. I was like, I'm done. And I was like telling my mom, I was like, hey, just take me back home. I'm not going to keep on trying to, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep on trying to force things to go when they're not supposed to, you know? And it's really just about being impatient and being like, I feel like there's another word for impatient, there's a synonym for it, but just basically impatient. People are just, they just want things to go their way so bad and we hold on to it, you know what I mean? You just hold on to it and you gotta learn how to just let go. It's not that serious and everything is gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. And another thing about it is, and funny thing about it is when I let go of that, just a simple example, you know what I'm saying, today, when I let go, a lot of that anxiety and a lot of that worry just kind of disappeared. It was just like, poof. You know, when I realized and I actually, you know, conceptualized it inside of my head that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even say necessarily don't matter, but either way, if it goes, if I don't get it today, cool. If I do get it today, cool. If I get it next week, cool. If I don't, that's okay. There's nothing to worry about. Like, it's gonna happen at some point, especially if you want it to happen and you keep on making little tiny goals and trying to keep things inside of focus and you keep on thinking about it. That's another thing, is if you keep thinking about something, anything that you think about is going to come your way. Anything that you want inside of your life and you are constantly thinking about it and you're constantly trying to work towards it, it's eventually going to come your way. That's basically the law of attraction, which is also a whole nother thing. And a lot of people would think that's like some type of astrology thing, or it's really not, you know. It's at the simplest level, it's really just psychology, to be honest, you know, like reverse psychology. You know, somebody can make you think that you want something that you don't really want just by saying that they want it now. It's like a 3-year-old, you know, they have something that you want and you say, oh, well, you don't really want that. That sucks anyways. You know what? You can keep it. You can keep it. I don't even want it. It sucks. It tastes bad too. Before they even taste it, and they're like, you know, they're 3 years old, and like, I don't want that. And then you have something, and they're like, yeah, this is way better. You know what? Honestly, yeah, you keep that. I'm gonna go eat this. I want what you have. It's kind of the same thing with people, you know. It's like we never really let go of these things that we were taught when we were kids. You know, I feel like we still have like part of that kid, that childlike person inside of us that kind of comes from, you know, the law of attraction. You know, anything that you want, you constantly think of You're gonna constantly work, even unconsciously, you're gonna unconsciously work towards it. Eventually, it's gonna come to you. You just gotta be patient. Like, you just gotta keep on working. You gotta be patient. Stop trying to force things. You know, stop trying to force the circle into the triangle. It's not it's not the way it works. It's not the way it's supposed to go. Same thing with businesses, and a lot of people get mad when they didn't get the job that they wanted. Like, that's probably the job that you weren't supposed to get. Stop trying to, you know. And a lot of times I've noticed when I try and force things to happen, they happen, but it's not the way that I wanted or intended it or pictured inside of my head to happen. You know, I try and struggle to get this job. I want this job. I want this job. I get the job, and I'm sitting inside of a cubicle, and I'm like, man, I fucking hate this shit. Trying to force a triangle inside of a circle, or a circle in a triangle. It's not supposed to happen. You might get it in there, and it's probably gonna fucking break. You didn't broke the fucking square or the triangle or the little fucking shape that's supposed to, you know, you didn't broke the little frame inside of it, trying to fit your own frame into it. And that goes even more broadly, you know, to trying to fit into society's concepts of what's right and what's wrong and how a person is supposed to be and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Society tries to box you in inside of this little fucking box. They try and take circles and triangles and squares and shape them all into, you know, a circle. Some circles are going to fit. Some people are circles. They're going to fit inside of that. That's just the way they are. That's the way that they were born. And then other people aren't. Some people are triangles, trapezoids, you know what I'm saying? Hexagons. Everybody got different types of personalities, and they're trying to fit them into this one fucking box and judging you based off of, oh, you don't have the best shoes, or you don't have the best. I'm going off a topic, but really it's the same thing, you know? Stop trying to force things when they're not supposed to happen. Stop trying to make things that aren't supposed to be, you know? Go learn how to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to let some stuff go and just be okay with somebody not liking you or not getting that job or that relationship not working out. You know, if it's supposed to be, it'll come back to you. I guarantee you, it's gonna come back. The opportunity is gonna come back. That girl or that guy might come back. It's not a guarantee, but that's the whole thing about not trying to force things. Is you're not worried about it. You know, and when you're not worried about it, then you can move on with the rest of your life. And when that eventually happens, then cool. But don't waste your time when you could be doing other things that are more productive. You know, it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Honestly, what's the point? What's the point of being exhausted and anxious and paranoid and depressed over something that you can't control? That's just how I feel about it. But everybody got their own point of view. So that's my take on it.